Mind Control of the Masses, Part 1, Pigeonhole Thinking. Many of us live under the assumption that our thoughts and opinions are our own. But is that really true? Since the coronavirus pandemic, at the latest, people have gained insight into what constant emotional repetition of headlines and words can do to people and how pigeonhole thinking can be implemented on a large scale, through fear and trauma. What is pigeonhole thinking? Pigeonhole thinking, or thinking in stereotypes, is a cognitive process in which simplified, generalized images and assumptions are formed about entire groups of people which have often little to do with individual reality and limit diversity by attributing certain characteristics to them across the board. Although this method also has a positive side, because it simplifies our complex lives, it is also used to create enemy imagery as it leads to dehumanization. And without a connection to an individual, we lose our compassion, our most important weapon against darkness. We no longer discuss things on an equal footing. Instead, one group usually devalues the other through insults. What can pigeonhole thinking lead to? Pigeonhole thinking can be used deliberately to divide society. Even in ancient Rome and under French kings, the motto was divide and conquer. It was in this used as a strategy to weaken a group by dividing it, playing opposing interests within a group off against each other in order to break their common resistance. An opposing group, for example countries, parties, religions, interest groups such as the medical medium community, is divided into smaller, uncoordinated factions by sowing discord or stirring up conflicts between the subgroups so that they fight each other instead of uniting. However, this can also involve entire countries or different parties. How are pigeonholes deliberately created? Pigeonholes are created very subtly, through emotionally charged topics that are always described in the same way, for example in headlines or in articles in connection with a particular group. Emotionally charged repetitions are the means of controlling the consciousness of the masses. These words reach the subconscious and shape our thoughts and actions in such a way that we think we are acting on our own behalf. But this is not the case at all. How can I recognize my obstructive pigeonholes? Not all pigeonholes we have are obstructive. Obstructive are those that prevent us from thinking critically and questioning things. First, look at current headlines, articles and news reports to see which pigeonholes are currently being used and thus imposed. Second, ask yourself when was the last time you simply pigeonholed information without considering the content or the individual behind it. Third, ask yourself when was the last time you simply accepted the media's assessment of something, which had already pigeonholed the information into a category for you. If you want to learn more about this, let me know in the comments and subscribe to my channel. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like.